The Miami Heat just dominated the Milwaukee Bucks, and they were led by two players we're not accustomed to seeing at the top of our box score. We'll break down this on this recap of the Miami Heat versus the Milwaukee Bucks on this episode of Heat Digest. But first, remember to subscribe to the channel, as 92% of you guys currently watching this are not subscribed, and we are less than 70 subscribers away from 1,000. We appreciate your support. Now let's get to this episode and break down this massive Miami Heat victory as we walked into the Milwaukee Bucks stadium and simply dominated from start to finish in every aspect of the game, while being led by two players we're not normally accustomed to being at the top of our box score. The first one being Duncan Robinson. He had 23 points, 5 assists, while having 0 turnovers, also 2 steals, 3 rebounds, and a block with a plus-minus of plus 24. And now the Miami Heat are 9-0 when Duncan Robinson scores 20 or more points in a basketball game for the Miami Heat. Now, while doing this, he shot 8 of 12 from the field and 6 of 8 from behind the three-point line. Duncan Robinson was simply phenomenal tonight from start to finish. Didn't matter if he was being sped up due to good defense or if he had all the time in the world to shoot, coming off a ball screen, catch and shoot, off the dribble. It did not matter. Everything felt like it was going in for Duncan Robinson tonight, and he was not the only non-familiar name that was leading the way for the Miami Heat. The other one, Nikola Jovic. He hasn't played really significant minutes or really made an impactful or had an impactful game in just under a month. Last time was the 17th of January. Tonight, he had 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists with a steal, plus-minus of plus 14, while shooting 8 of 13 from the field and 5 of 8 from behind the three-point line. Jovic, if he keeps playing like this and the production stays the way it is when he gets the chance to start and play these minutes, again, we didn't have Rozier, we didn't have Josh Richardson, we didn't have Jimmy Butler, and Duncan Robinson, who we have already praised today, went into this game questionable because of the problems with the left elbow and shoulder after the skirmish with Jaylen Brown this past Sunday when the Miami Heat hosted the Boston Celtics. So Jovic got this start as well as Duncan Robinson, who are normally bench players, and they played, they were next man up, and they stepped up, and it was phenomenal to watch. If Jovic continues this way, at first I should say, I owe him an apology, because I thought we should throw him in a trade package and get some big asset at the center or even the power forward position, because I didn't think Jovic would be able to provide what we needed. But if he can shoot the basketball like he did tonight, 5 of 8 from behind the three-point line and 8 of 13 overall, while making 3 of 4 free throws and having the ability to grab 7 rebounds a game, he is more than welcome to stay with the Miami Heat, because he looked phenomenal tonight, and it caused so many defensive problems for the Milwaukee Bucks as he was able to stretch the floor, and he wasn't scared to shoot, and he was more than willing to take any really shot that he felt like he was open enough to take, and he was taking deep threes, and I didn't even have a problem with it because he was shooting such a high percentage tonight. Now, those two guys are the unaccustomed guys that we're not used to seeing, and Bam Adebayo is the last guy I really want to highlight, as he had a triple-double. He's the third leading Miami Heat player with triple-doubles, only behind LeBron James and Jimmy Butler. Bam had 16 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists with 2 steals while shooting 8 of 14 from the field. He did not attempt a single free throw and had a plus-minus of plus 30. Bam Adebayo, this guy is simply fantastic. If you didn't watch him, he plays great defense. He has the ability to rebound at such a high level, and once the ball is in his hands off that miss, he's looking to make long outlet passes, and if nothing is there, he is more than willing and capable of dribbling the ball up the floor by himself and facilitating the offense, or at least getting the offense going, setting screens on handoffs to Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero, or even Nikola Jovic tonight, who had all 3 of them had great three-point shooting, as well as the Miami Heat team as a whole had great three-point shooting, as we shot 19 of 40 from behind the three-point line, which is just under 50%, 47.5%, while shooting over 50%, 51.7% from the field overall. Again, I told you guys we dominated this game from start to finish in really every asset. And we did. Rebounding battle, we won. The assist battle, we won. The steals battle, we won. The total turnovers, we won that battle as well. The points in the paint, we won that battle as well. We simply dominated this game of basketball, and it was awesome to watch as a Miami Heat fan because despite not having three legitimate starters in Terry Rozier, Jimmy Butler, and Josh Richardson, we still won this game, and it was never close from the start to the finish. The Miami Heat jumped out to an early lead, and we never looked back. It was because of our three-point shooting. We live and die by the three-point shot in Miami, and tonight we didn't come close to dying to it as we could not miss. At least that's what it felt like. And Duncan Robinson and Nikola Jovic are the two leading examples tonight as they dominated and they shot such a high percentage, and they really propelled the Miami Heat to this victory as they both are normally bench players, if that, for Jovic, because again, like I said, he hasn't really played a significant amount of minutes and made a significant impact on a game in just under a month. Duncan Robinson is our normal sixth or seventh guy off the bench. So a great game. They needed to step up. They're next man up, and they did more than just step up. They propelled us to this win. It was awesome to see. Now, we are now the 7th seed. We are tied with the Orlando Magic, who lost tonight to the Oklahoma City Thunder, thankfully. As we remember, we were a game back, and now with a loss in Orlando and a win in Miami, we are now tied once again, and we are in the 7th seed overall in the Eastern Conference while being tied for the top spot in our division. And it is great to watch. It's great to have watched such a good game from the Miami Heat, because if we can keep this up, the schedule is not getting easier. It's because we lost to Boston in a very competitive back and forth game on Sunday. We now go into Milwaukee, now going into this next game tomorrow night against the Philadelphia 76ers, who are out without Joel Embiid. I think this is a great chance that the Miami Heat can stay hot here and beat up on a really hurt and battered 76ers team despite being on a back-to-back. The Miami Heat should be fine. I expect another big game from Bam Adebayo, and I can't wait to see if Nikola Jovic can keep up the play that he had in this game tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks, as he caused such defensive problems for the Bucks. Overall, a great game. Kevin Love, can't end this video without acknowledging him, as he shot 6 of 8 from the field, 5 of 7 from the three-point line, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. And the biggest things that he did tonight aren't even on the box score, as he had multiple plays where he was the number one guy hustling for loose balls, rebounds, and it showed if you watched the game, because he really made an effort at going out and rebounding and diving on the floor for loose balls, despite being the oldest guy playing for the Miami Heat. Jaime Jaquez Jr., our rookie, 5 of 12 from the field. He didn't make any of the 2 threes he did attempt, but he did have 12 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds with a plus-minus of plus 18. Again, he hasn't looked really all that consistent since coming back with that left groin injury, but tonight he did look really good. Again, coming off the bench, he did not get the start. They gave it to Jovic, but nothing wrong with it because he still got the minutes, and he played extremely hard, not just on the offensive end, but obviously on the defensive end like he does night in and night out. Another great win for the Miami Heat. I can't wait to see how they play tomorrow night against the Philadelphia 76ers in Philadelphia. It's another big game against another Eastern Conference rival. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of tonight's performance from the Miami Heat, and I'll see you on the next episode of Heat Digest.